Wingate will be forfeiting 4 matches. We've already seen 1. Bronx Science will just have to forfeit 1, so that's 18 extra points for Bronx Science. So Wingate has to try to make up on the mat as we're underway in the girls' 125.
Unawana from Bronx Science won her first match in the semifinal by fall in a time of 1 minute and 13 seconds. Pretty good little battle until she took over and got on top and found herself winning by pin.
It was a major decision for the wrestler from Wingate in her semifinal. It started to turn the tide. It was 18-0 Townsend Harris at that point. But that was the first time Wingate put points on the board, and they kept rolling, got some forfeits in the higher weight classes, and here they are in the championship.
Again, in this bout, you see both wrestlers are definitely feeling one another out in this first initial period. A lot of hand fighting. You see a lot of pummeling. First real action right there. And you've got Unawana scoring a takedown very creatively. Takedown 2 points there, so she's up 2-0. Right now she's working a wrist and an arm, looking for a Turk here. And decides to give up on that. No, she's right back to it, right on the ankle here. Ultimately looking to break her opponent down to her base and start trying to go to work. Ooh, just a tiny bit out of position, gives up a reversal. So that's 2-point reversal for Danielle Phillip, and we've got a 2-2 match. It's a tie game.
Just 10 seconds left in the first period.
So here we go. We've got 10 seconds left, first period. Obviously the goal here will be to try and get an escape and get 1 point here in the last 10 seconds. If not, try and get a reversal. So first move will be crucial here on bottom from Unawana, Abasurua. Just good solid basics here on top. Nice tight waist chop, bumping her opponent forward, keeping her off balance, and does just enough to escape the period and keep control on top. So we've got a 2-2 match heading to the second period. Danielle Phillip defers, and Unawana Abasurua takes neutral to begin the second period.
Very even match so far. A takedown and an escape, which brought us to 2-2.
Nice action there, nice little elbow pass. Both wrestlers doing a good job staying head-to-head. They're not getting into ear-to-ear tie-ups where you can see wrestlers get log-jammed and slow down the pace. Both wrestlers keeping head-to-head positioning and should give them a good opportunity to attack and get to the legs. Nice head pull. And we got a break in the action. Danielle needs to replace her head cover.
This is the first time, or at least it's believed to be the first time in the country there's been a high school meet like this with the boys and girls wrestling on the same team at the same time in a dual-gendered meet. Obviously, you'll see girls on boys' teams here and there, but this is the first time that a competition has been set up for both genders to be involved in the same competition.
That's correct. I talked to Ken Bigley, who is the commissioner of the PSAL Blended Wrestling League, and he spoke to me earlier this evening about the Blended Dual Championships. It's in its first year of creation, and 8 boys weight classes, 8 girls weight classes, giving both genders an opportunity to participate in the great sport of wrestling.
There was a very good article in the New York Times either yesterday or today by Corey Kilgannon about this competition. Very good exposure for the sport, and it's been a very good competition so far here in the finals. Team score 6-6. This is the third match we've had.
And again, the actual match score is 2-2. Almost a takedown here. Let's see if she can Danielle Phillip can finish the takedown inside, inbounds, and the referee blows the action out, and they're still neutral. Very close to a takedown there, but still on their feet, and we have a 2-2 match score.
Danielle Phillip still dealing with her headwear.
And we're back to action here in the second period.
About 10 seconds left here in the second period.
Nice single leg attempt right here at the end of the period. And both the first and second periods end much in the same way. Wrestlers in on scoring attempts and just avoid being scored on.
Phillip just able to escape, saved by the bell as we get ready to start the third.
2-2 match score. Phillip has taken the bottom position to start the third, and Abasurua is going to let her up for a 1-point escape, so we have a 3-2 match score. Danielle Phillip is in the lead in the third period.
Now, what is the thinking behind that strategy for Bronx Science to give up the point and get back to neutral?
Oftentimes, a wrestler gives up that point knowing that there's no point awarded if she stays on top and rides the opponent out. If she doesn't believe that she can turn the opponent to her back for near fall exposure, thinking is give up 1 point and try and score a takedown for 2. Good upper body work here by Abasurua, and they're blown out of bounds. We're going to see the action increase here in the final period. Both wrestlers hungry to win this match. And we've got a stall warning against Danielle Phillip. That's her first. If she's hit with another stall, it'll be 1 point awarded to Unawana Abasurua. And here we go. We've got a headlock attempt. Lots of action here as they creep towards the edge, and action is blown out. They've gone out of bounds. Both wrestlers are back in the center. Lots of action here to end this third period. Bronx Science coach is informing his wrestler to keep the action, keep the pace, and try and either get another stall warning or open up her opponent for a takedown to win the match.
As we mentioned before, Wingate will lose 18 points aggregate on all the forfeits there will be in weight classes that are not contested. So if they can get a couple of points out of this match, you can get a pin here, so it's 6 instead of 3 or 6 instead of 4. It'd be very big for Wingate.
And we're back to action here again in the third period. Seeing Danielle Phillip now pick up the pace and start to attack moving forward. Nice leg attack there by Unawana. And they're blown out of bounds and back to the center again. Here we go again, another leg attack. As soon as the whistle blows. And there it is. Unawana Abasurua gets a takedown for 2 points and has now taken the lead in this match 4-3 with short time remaining in the third period. She's working to break down her opponent.
Time is running out.
And there it is.
There it is.
4-3 victory for Unawana Abasurua, and Bronx Science wins another match.
That was a late turnaround. Abasurua getting the fall very close to the end to put Bronx Science in the lead.
We've got a match team score of 9-6 in